Hi, friend. My name is Shelly Piaggio, and I am a child of God, a single mom with 2 kids, one with life-threatening health challenges, and an entrepreneur who took her born-out-of-necessity side hustle and turned it into full-time money for part-time effort. With your indulgence, I'd like to share my story. I'm going to be working from notes because it's better to just get it done than get it perfect. See, the last time the world collapsed economically, I was a mortgage broker. When it all went south, I got the rug pulled out from underneath me, and my hopes and dreams were squashed in the process. I lost my business. I had to lay everybody off. The money stopped coming in, but the bills didn't. Big to little, the financial shortfalls kept me up at night, and I was on this hamster wheel of anxiety that was spinning uncontrollably in my head. My biggest stressor was my mortgage, how I was going to pay it, but little things like not being able to allow my kids to go to birthday parties because I couldn't afford to send a gift with them was both heartbreaking and terribly embarrassing. I didn't feel like I could let people in on what was really going on at our house behind closed doors, so I felt completely alone. My life was no fun. One day I'm sitting there feeling sorry for myself because on top of all the other indignities, we were reduced to using what I call Chuck Norris toilet paper. It's rough, it's tough, and it doesn't take poo off of anybody. My pity party was interrupted by a phone call from a friend who was in essentially the same boat, and she told me about this publicly traded company that was pioneering something that really made sense to me. I jumped at the chance to partner with them, and everything has turned around dramatically as a result of that good decision. So now fast forward to 2020, the sky starts falling all over again, but this time around, my income was so secure I got paid no matter what. My mortgage was always covered, birthday parties are not a problem anymore, and I am off the friggin' hamster wheel. In my new venture, I could earn while I learned, so I got paid in days versus years, kind of the opposite of college, gave me breathing room financially and emotionally, and that allowed me to dream big again. Best of all, I am not alone anymore. I'm having a boatload of fun, and we have permanently upgraded to super soft 2-ply tissue going forward. So that's the first part of my story, but the second part I think is actually more compelling. September 2019, I got a call from my then 23-year-old son, a single dad with 2 kids whose ex is out of the picture. He said he's in the hospital, he's not likely to come out, and will I please raise his 2 kids? That afternoon, our lives were turned completely around, and I mean upside down, when my 2 and 4-year-old grandkids, with nothing but the clothes on their back, 2 car seats, and a nearly empty diaper bag, moved in with me forever. A month later, Jason, when he got out of the hospital, moved in with me too while we chase a heart transplant. Now, part of being approved for some of the extreme medical interventions, like an LVAD or a heart transplant, involves having your one person who can go with you to every single doctor's appointment, sometimes on very, very short notice. And they have to be able to care for you 24/7 during the 3-month recovery when you get out of the hospital. And if you cannot prove to the transplant committee's satisfaction that you have got that in spades, you do not get on the list. So what would happen if I had a traditional job or business where I maybe only had 2 weeks vacation, or where I had zero flexibility in my work hours? I'll tell you what would happen. My son would be a name on a rock. Thank God that I had the time freedom and the flexibility and occasionally the wherewithal to be his one person. Now today he is officially approved for an LVAD, which is a left ventricular assist device, as a bridge to transplant, and I'm confident he's going to be getting that at some point in the future. I do what I do because when your health is gone, nothing else matters. I do what I do because for many people, big pharma is not the answer. Sometimes side effects can be debilitating or deadly, and there are other, more natural ways to achieve and have a really good quality of life. I do what I do so that people who are like me can be liberated from financial bondage and get to live their lives on their terms for a change. I do what I do not only to provide for my family, but to help others as well, because I want people to have hope, and I want people to have the same second chance that we got. So here's how it works. Just like an old car gets rusty with age, physically our bodies do the exact same thing. Oxidation, same process, in our tissues and organs is called oxidative stress, and that's the problem that we solve. We solve it, and it affects everybody, but traditional medicine can't solve it. They can't even do anything to slow it down. So there's this line of patented next-gen activators I just share that with people. You can't get it anywhere else. But once you're on these activators, they turn on pathways in your cells that gunk up and stop working as you age. Once activated, you're basically kicking Father Time in the teeth. And the result is youth and energy are restored at the cellular level, so you look better, you feel better, and you even think better than you would otherwise. So as you can imagine, the demand is huge, and it is never ending. I build networks of consumers, of people who want to have a better quality of life, and I build networks of small business owners or entrepreneurs who want to make some extra money on the side. And basically all you do is you work with me doing what I'm doing, copying with a proven system that I'm not going to go into now. It takes too much time, but it's so simple. It only takes a couple hours a day, and it's something anybody can do from their phone. So believe me, if I'm coming from a place of extreme brokenness, and I was, if I could do this, then I promise you can too. The training, the tools, and the website that you need to get started are all included with your micro franchise. And as I introduce people, sometimes in real life, sometimes on social media, to this, we're solving real problems people are facing. We're making a difference in the world. And then like-minded people naturally want to do this with us and share this with people they care about as well. Together, we make a difference, we have fun, and we create leverage. Look up leverage, because leveraged income is a beautiful, beautiful thing. The only qualifications are that you're willing, coachable, and hungry, as in hungry to have more out of life. The average Pro 3, which is an early rank in our company, makes about $600 a month. That relieves some pressure. The average Pro 10 makes about $100,000 a month. You decide what level you want. Again, I'm blessed to make full-time money with part-time effort. So if you're at all intrigued, know you can do this on top of what you're already doing. My income and your income, should you decide that this is a good fit for you, is also reoccurring or automatic. Just like a subscription to Netflix is reoccurring automatic income to them. It means we don't have to start over at zero every month. And I got to experience that in the mortgage company. Every month we started over at zero. So if you, like me, are looking for a solution to financial challenges, if you, like me, feel like, gosh, I've got incessant reoccurring bills, wouldn't a good solid shot of incessant reoccurring income be just the thing I've been praying for? It may or may not be for you. I get that, but I'll tell you what, it has changed my life. I'm finding people are encouraged to know that it's possible to turn things around in a relatively short period of time. So if you want to know more, you can click around the links on my link tree. I won't even know you're doing it. That's totally stealth. Reach out to me. We can have a conversation with no arm twisting. Just get your questions answered. So thanks for watching. Make it a great day. God bless you. And as always, stay awesome.